You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Going Everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is March 13th, 2021.
5-star.
Well, can't have a perfect show anymore. Might as well have some fun while we're here. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday night. It is Saturday, right? It's Saturday. Pretty much. It's going to be a good one. Man, I can't believe the way this week just flew by. Remember when I said, oh, it's the beginning of the week, Monday. Then I said, Wednesday, we're just over the hump. We're just getting to Thursday. Then, now today. It's amazing. Yeah, I didn't want to. Let me do this real quick here. Sure. Okay. Something's wrong. Something's not right. I can't put my finger on it. But I want to welcome you to the show. Tonight, we're going to go look, not really. We're going to talk about it. I'll show you some stuff. All right. The Phoenix Lights is now 24 years old. And I can't believe it. Tomorrow, I hope that they're having the Phoenix Lights movie like they have every year before. I want to go see it. I want to go see the movie. I haven't seen it but 19 times. Phoenix Lights. The movie. Give me a break. That movie's got so many problems, it's not even funny. That's why I want to talk about it, because it's hysterical to me. It's a comedy now. That movie turned into something beautiful, to something, I don't know, to something funny. It's funny. It's like watching an I Love Loopy episode. Yeah, it's like watching I Love Loopy. A little Mexican version, but yeah, I love Loopy. And I haven't even partaken at all today. Can you imagine? Because we're gonna see what the difference is. Yeah, I don't like what's going on here. We gotta get that room. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Hey, everything's focusing. I mean, even me. Look how little I got. Hello, my name is Aviation. Come on, man. Stop playing games, will ya? You know, it's a professional. Stop playing. Are you playing radio over there? That's all you guys do. You play radio over here. Not real. You're not real. Nobody's real but me. I'm real. I play real radio. Who am I? Be nice. Come on. Well, times are a-changin', and ufology's a-strainin'. It hasn't changed at all. It is still the same. What's that? It has changed. I've been corrected. It's changed. It's changed. How has it changed? I have no idea. I really don't know. I'm thinking. Hold on a second. Let me think about this for a second. While I'm thinking, let's do a little bit of roll call, everybody. Is that a super chat from Mr. DB Cooper? I can't throw it up on the screen because I'm using the OBS. All right. Goofonians, he says he does one of those with an alien face and another one of these. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper. 7. Don't forget, Super Chat is open. Also, all the other places you could help support the Goof On. The Goof On. Felicia Flores. Welcome to the show. Renee Cruzan. Welcome to the show. Today's Pat Walker, Texas Rangers' birthday. So happy birthday, Pat. That is today, right? That happened today? Or was that yesterday? I think it's today. Dark Hour Paranormal's here. What's up, Missy Ray? Bob M. What's up, man? And Mr. Generoso. Thank you very much, Mr. DB Cooper. It is Super Generoso. The Bee's Nest videos. What's up, the Bee's Nest? Welcome to the show. Crow Step. Stu Garrison. Welcome to the show. Coral Ann in the TV set. She's wandering around, looking for her soul yet. First Floor Audio. Remember to smash the like. Thumbs up. Thank you, First Floor. Welcome to the show. I'm going to start calling Shelly Paragraph Shelly. You are now Paragraph Shelly. You remind me of me when I was your age. Lori Oliphant. Pat Walker. Pat's a moderator here. He's on a different time than we are, so he can't be here anymore for the live shows. Plus, it frustrates, you know. Eric 81872, welcome to the show. Stargate Traveler, howdy doody. Dorothy Lang, love you too. Love you too. Pyramid 7, welcome to the show. Betty Double Kick Chick, welcome to the show. Nathan Allen, Nathan Itzke, Nathan Hot Dogs, welcome to the show. Jill Tate, welcome to the show. Paul Tavares, welcome to the show. Benj, Yorkshire, UK. Welcome to the show. William Carr is here. Did I say hi last night? I saw your chat. Don't forget about me, Rich. I think I forgot about you. I didn't see you probably because everything was going so fast like it is now. Frap Sappuccino. The man who drinks cappuccino with himself. What's up, man? Connie of the Dead. Interesting name. Welcome to the show. Ash Dobbs. Welcome to the show. Not related to Lou. That's almost like Lisa Marie, not Presley. Are we good? That's enough. Keon Henderson, welcome to the show. Oh yeah, the legendary Phoenix Lights. Keon says. I hope I'm saying your name right there. Eddie! Hey, Jaime. What are you doing, man? I wanted to give you a nice drink. I appreciate you not opening it. Thanks, Jaime. What do you got for me, please? Well, hurry up. I'm going. Tonight, we are drinking. Hurry up. I was just about to say, but you interrupt. No, it does nobody good. Drink up. That's all I had to say to you, puto. What? Best can opening sound in the nation? Now let's try to drink. I want to mute you so you don't hear me slurping. So I'm going to mute. It's powerful. It's powerful. You know, when I was a young lad in Saskatchewan, we used to have an old tree we used to climb. And this tree had many branches, thousands of leaves, uncountable. And every now and then, we'd see a bird's nest with some eggs in it. And we'd go up to the eggs. You know, the older we get, we'd be more delicate with the eggs. You know, when we first saw them, we'd crush them and, you know, see little embryos in there. And then one day, a cyclops came over to the tree and he said,
Don't crush the eggs.
and we didn't crush them. That cyclops took my friend, beat the shit out of him, unrecognizable, killed him. He was a good kid. But me and that cyclops were best friends. We were like this. Yeah, good old Psycho. That's what we called him. Cyclops, Psycho. You see the correlation. But one thing Psycho taught us about the birds. There are no bees near birds. You know why? Because the birds eat the bees. There's a moral to that. Jesus H. My God, I gotta turn that thing off. Did you hear that? Anyway, there's a moral to that story. I don't know how to do somebody dying over eggs, I guess. Eggs over easy. I don't know. You tell me. I'm gonna partake. And while I do this, I'm gonna get a video up and ready for you. Welcome to the show. Rich didn't grow up in... No, I grew up in Staten Island. And then moved to Phoenix when I was 10 and a half, actually. You guys are great. I love
Starships land on Mars.
Shut up! I love telling that story. Never told it before until today. It's a good story, actually, isn't it?
Anybody seen Richie?
Hey!
Huh? I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Anybody seen Richie? Huh? I'm gonna keep coming back till somebody remembers seeing Richie. You prick. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I have some, yeah, I am. I'm gonna partake, but I'm gonna play this sighting. And I was told about this sighting, but I never ever saw it. Third Phase knows everybody. Third Phase of Moon. They know everybody in the business. Really, they do. Pretty much. All the people. You know who I mean. This one I'm about to show you includes... Look now. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't even play this. I should keep this one for myself. I'll play it. What the hell. I don't know where it starts. It's the first time I've ever seen it, but this is pretty wild. This is just to get your palate wet. And we'll get into the Phoenix Lights. It was a great real sighting with a lot of lies. It didn't need to be this way, Dr. Lynn. You didn't need to. Should have listened. Should have listened. I don't like the way that Phoenix Lights movie. It's all bullshit. It is. It's so stupid. How? I'll tell you soon. Come on, play the frickin' thing. I just set it up nice for myself. Why won't it play?
Did this to third phase of moon, and we're sharing it right now. This was captured this month, May 2016. And
no!
It's not all the time. You could go and screen capture this when NASA's broadcasting, streaming live. And to go back to the recording can be difficult at times. So sometimes people film with their iPhone directly what they're seeing at the ISS feed. You see no manipulation. It is what it is. And I believe Amy captured something quite...
Wait a minute. Are these the lights inside the ISS? Is that what we're seeing?
incredible.
Are they balloons in space?
Over planet Earth. Brent,
that's crazy.
Could you imagine? Right there. Live streaming. NASA. I bet you they cut the feed shortly after this. They do it all the...
Wait a minute. Come on. This looks like lights from inside the ISS. Somebody's using their iPhone. We just heard him saying they're recording what's outside. These look like, it can't be balloons in space. It just doesn't work that way. I'm going to continue. I'm going to partake.
The time.
No doubt, Blake. Amy had a fast hand. She pulled her camera out. Sometimes it's not easy to record your screen or have that capability, but man, she pulled out that camera and got something very special here. They're out there looking at ISS feed and they capture amazing, stunning imagery of intergalactic spaceships leaving, coming, and going from Earth, in and out of existence, and always NASA will shut down the footage as soon as it comes out.
Of course.
But we got smoking gun evidence right here submitted
Smoke
by
them
Amy.
if you got them.
Hey, thanks.
Amy, I got a feeling you're always looking at the stream, the live ISS stream.
Hey, I just looked at my stream in the bedroom.
People, have your eyes ready, have your cameras ready, and have a screen capture recording device ready when you're watching this. You never know when it's going to go down. It's streaming live, people, and it is there. The evidence is there. Now let's get to the next submission. And this is quite incredible. From Florida. Take a look at this. How is the major media and the military going to explain this to us? The evidence is always being captured by you, the people, from the ground. This was captured Gulf Gate Estates, Florida, by Daryl Huff. And we're sharing it right now. Third phase moon captured this month, May 2nd, 2016. We are going over evidence right here at Facebook, and there is a wealth of information getting out to the people right now.
I didn't want this.
He also
I want what's next,
this photograph.
man.
Look at this.
And do a general discussion about NASA.
That's
and
Look Now TV.
Apparent cover-ups to the
Rick.
UFO phenomenon. We got Rick right here. Welcome to the show, Rick.
Hey,
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for reaching out to me, Blake.
Hey, no problem, man. You are a UFO hunter, and there's a lot of people out.
Why does he sound like he's in a tin can? I don't even have a gadget that makes me sound that way.
They're doing what it takes to get the evidence, and what I like about you is you got a good eye. You got a good eye out there, and we're looking over this HD footage captured by NASA in 4K, and you notice something quite strange exiting the Earth's atmosphere. That's what it looks like to me. Rick, welcome to the show. Can you describe what's going on in this video?
Yeah, totally. I don't have the video in front of me, but I was shocked. It was like a triangle object on, I believe I uploaded that the 19th. And as you know, because you guys do this so well too on your own, you not only get third-party material, you actually look for discoveries on your own. So I was so excited to see this triangle object pulling away from what looked like the Earth's atmosphere, and it was kind of bright, shiny. And I'm like, oh my God, I got something here. So I did a quick search because that was like new NASA 4K footage. So I got really excited. I said, I got to get this out. I believe I'm the first person to discover this because I'm looking like who else may have found it that day or the day before when the video was released. And much to my surprise, I was the one. So I was excited and I put the video out, got a really good response. Actually, the Black Vault just put it up on their site.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. So I was really excited. And it's real. I see these videos. Frankly, they come out and they're just lens flare. And I do make mistakes. That's how you learn.
Sure.
In the past, I'll put something up and I'll be like, oh my God, that was probably...
He's still... So this is it? Just this triangle in space? Is that it? Is that what we're talking about? That's it? Are you kidding me? That's incredible. Yeah. That is cool. Yes, I partook, and I feel freaking awesome now.
Just a lens flare. So I do this so much. I got like you said, I got an eye, and I appreciate that. It's fun for me.
He's got an eye, I got an eye, you got an eye. Gosh, all over vision.
And it all started as a hobby, but that object is really there. And I basically rule out lens flare or anything else. It looks like a real solid structure that's there for the precious few seconds, and it just cuts off. And that it is what it is, and the evidence is actually there. I don't know if you can run the video anytime and do what you want with it. I think it's incredible.
Yeah,
really, I'm really excited about it still.
That's right. It's great. You did this discovery. You had a good eye. That's what we do. When NASA puts out something, we're subscribed to NASA, and we look over it with a fine-tooth comb, and you notice this small little triangular shape.
We always look things over with a fine-tooth comb, too. A fine-tooth comb? Wait, a fine-tooth comb. What am I saying? A fine-tooth comb. Oh, I got it. I think that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, this is weird, man. It's a nice triangle. This is typical stuff that we do not really see all the time. Huh? Something's wrong. I'm on Bizarro World all of a sudden. Everybody sit up. I can't. I can't say it. Sit up. I am in Bizarro World. I'm going to hell. White is black. I'm in Bizarro World. Hold on. Let me fix myself. I'm deaf.
It's crazy because you see really intelligent people going over stuff, and you see these people in these big time UFO documentaries and reporters, and they're actually hey, they're believing something is going on where NASA's actually hiding stuff. It's just hard to believe. For the average person, they don't walk around. They're kind of oblivious to all this stuff. But if you look and you really look and you see something like this and you discover something like this, I mean, what else is it?
You can't look, okay? You gotta really look. Don't just look. Hey, if you ain't really looking up, you ain't really looking out. It looks like a triangle. It looks like your typical TR3B triangle. It looks like a light ship or something that's fully lit up. And maybe it's something that's reflecting light, maybe a piece of the ISS fell off during a repair, or it's the door of the Hubble. Or you can't. It's not. You know why you can't say all that stupid stuff I just said? That was, see? Still in Bizarro World. Hold on.
There's a lot of space debris out there. I try to look at everything, and I try to be very analytical. I use critical thinking, and I'm straight up. If I think something's not right, I'll say it. But this is there, and what is amazing about, I call you guys like you and me and a couple of others, we're at the forefront of something incredible.
Yeah, and where are you now, huh? We're with your 900 million subscribers. Where are you now? How come we don't hear from Rick now? Look, Rick TV. Rick, what is it? Look now. Look, Rick. Look at this thing. Okay, I think I'm good. Hold on, let me try it. Let me make sure I'm okay. You're going to heaven. It's working. It's working. You better sit down. Hey, it's working.
Here, where no distribution company, nothing. You have just you in your house or wherever. You're producing this amazing content. You're putting it out to the world, something you love to do, and it becomes, for me, it's like art.
Yeah, all right. It's artwork. Yeah, we get it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, da 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 da. So we got a triangle. That's all. Just another one of those, silly looking triangles that's probably 6 miles long, wide. That's all. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. I got to get a new mouse. I hate that you guys can... every video, every time I watch this, I hear the... When I make the videos for Third Phase UFO Report and you hear me clicking, I take those out. I mute those clicks every single time if I can. Sometimes they're when I'm talking and I can't click them. I hate them. It's a pet peeve. They made the click so loud, that's all I hear when I watch a Third Phase UFO Report. Which, by the way, we'll be doing one later on tonight. 2 hours after this show ends, you will see. So, anyway, this is interesting. All right, I think there was one more, to be honest with you, on this video. It's a really good video. Is this it? Oh, this can't be it. Come on. Oh, that's an illustration. Okay. There's some, oh yeah. Let's see. What do we got here?
Here. And this...
Remember this?
I have to say...
What year is this?
2016. Again to me. Look at this thing.
Oh, look at it. It's almost 5 years ago exactly.
Land formation. Is it natural? No way.
That's natural. This is totally natural. What? Those aren't? I don't see anything unnatural. Looks natural to me. You know what's unnatural? This. What is that, a fake river? Huh? What are you trying to do? Make it look like there's water on the planet? There is. What planet is this? It's Earth. Okay. Yeah, well, anyway, interesting.
What's the reason? You tell me. Or maybe the Chinese government needs to explain
That's
this.
racist.
See, you have this anomaly, you have this square formation. And then
I know, I'm in the mood tonight. It's Saturday. Johnny Garcia with a $3 super chat. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I don't see your super chats right this second. That was very nice and super generoso. I already did roll call. Johnny Garcia with a $3 super sticker. It is the pair throwing his thumb up in the air like he just don't care. That is thumbs up pair. What's up, thumbs up? Hold on, man. Yep, tonight is different than other nights because I'm putting the chat, popping it out. Did I just see... Oh, there's a super chat. Just came in. Did that just come in? All right, hold on. Let me get to it. This way I can see you fine folks. You know what I mean? I just care. That's all. I just care. I do. No, I do. Yes, I do. Let's go to, all right, we're good. I like this mode, theater mode. What's up, Felix Cordova? Oh, Vita Ninja. Wow, hey, man, thank you very much. Have you ever watched Debris? Reminds me of that thought you had a while back, huh? Have I watched Debris? No. But now I'm very curious. What is this movie you speak of? I haven't seen it. Let me write that down. Guys, write that down for yourselves so you don't forget. Your friggin' mother's got no pens? All right, here we go. Debris. Wait, you don't mean debrief, do you? And by the way, thanks for the $5 super chat. Mucho generoso, Vita. And also to Garcia Cordova. Very super generoso. What? What did I say? Funny, Rich? It's going to be a very funny show tonight. No, it's not. It's never funny. The show is stupid. All right, let's get back to this. I don't know what I was going to say, so let's just go back here. I'm just busting chops. Welcome to Goof on Everybody.
This is. Okay, I'm going to start to speculate. Again, it almost looks like Stonehenge.
I got an announcement coming up, too.
I'm no aviation expert here, but I got to say, these aircraft look very strange to me. These tilted inward wings. Is this some kind of military jet design?
Can you guys see this? I got to make sure. I don't know if you can see it.
Help me do some research on this, people. I sure would appreciate it.
Sherwood Forest.
If you have any idea, if you're in China.
Do you hear? You can hear his mouse clicking. Listen. It's a pet peeve of mine. I can't. Every time I watch a podcast, I go nuts. I really don't, but I hear it.
Tilted inward wings. Is this some kind of military jet design? Does anybody know what kind of jets these are? If you could help me do some research on this, people, I sure would appreciate it. Again, if you have any idea, if you're in China, if you're in this area, have you worked at this base or whatever?
Oh yeah, in China, sure, yeah. Just go ahead and give us a call. The most, you know what I mean? Like, you can't make a phone call about anything without permission over there. Mr. Cordova, could you please come here a moment? Hey, how you doing? What's up? I gotta get back to work. You know, we like to work out here in China. Oh, no. It's a question for you, please. Have you made a call to United States of America? Yeah, why? You're dead. You're dead. What'd I do? I gotta call my mother. I had to give it a recipe how to make meatballs. What did I do? You fuck up is what you do. Now, back to work. Don't ever call without permission. It's a communist country. Nobody's calling out the country. Nobody's opening up the window and yelling out secrets. It just won't happen. They will cut your fingers off, nail by toe. It's gone. You're done. You're over with. Continue.
Places, please let me know, because it does seem very strange.
And let Blake know. For cripe's sake, stop plessing. Stop plessing? Yeah, stop plessing.
Again, why do they want to put the airplanes there? I see again, no
Calm
tracks,
down.
no runways leading into this area. How did the airplanes land here? Or were they set down here?
All right, they rolled over there. They dragged them with the, what do they call those things? Tugboats. No, that's for the boats, not a plane. I don't know. This is a good video, though. Look at all this stuff. What is this?
Column now. It almost looks like it's a trench underneath.
Wait, where is this?
For aliens. Above. Is this some kind of map?
All right, I swear to God, I am going to break the TV. I'm going to break the computer. I can't stand the clicking. Done. I can't. Oh, I'll just take off the headset so you can watch it. That's not fair to you.
Why would you need this? Okay, let's check out the dates. Let's go to 2015. Wow, that's very clear. This is the most recent photograph that Google Image has right now. Let's go back down to the trenches here. As I call them now, it almost looks like it's a trench underneath the ground. Let's pull it back. It seems like they cleaned things up over here. From 2012, look at this.
Whoa.
Now 2015. And you notice that
oh, they covered it up.
It's definitely been cleaned up. Let's go back. Let's go back to now it's getting kind of messy here.
Well, I don't understand. What are we looking at? These bridges? Are these bridges over Madison County? What is that? Madison County over bridge?
Let's go all the way back to 2015. Wow,
look at that.
It just
that
doesn't
bizarre.
make sense why they would put this next to an Air Force base. Is there a reason? Again, I'm not an expert in aviation. I'm not a pilot.
Of course there's a reason why they would put these types of coordinates here with the design. I mean, this is the Air Force training. And when they tell them, they give them commands, they give them orders, and then they got to, 160 degrees to the north. All right, we'll go that way. You know, they know where to go. I don't know. I wasn't a military, Air Force, Navy, Marine guy. But I am a human, and I understand. I don't understand.
But is there a reason why anybody would want to put a compass?
Anybody?
Next to Edwards Air Force Base. I know there's a lot of activity going on around here. Not really open to the public. And if anybody could tell me why...
I can't do it. I can't. I just... Stop!
I sure would.
Stop! Oh, I can't stand the clicking. Somebody get me out of here, please. Sorry I had to hear that. Back to the show, kiddarooskies. So last night, tonight we will be going over the Phoenix Lights 24 years later anniversary. There will not be the Jonathan Pope stuff. He's not even here. So I'm glad that didn't work out because it would have been great. But, yeah, man, these are some of the top 20 UFOs. This is so weird. I'm going to show you one right now that is going to throw us into the Phoenix Lights. You ready? All right, then. Hold on. Here we go. I swear on a half a hat. Go.
Formation was seen flying over Phoenix, although little footage exists of this event, and the footage we do have is low quality. There's more documentation of the second event, which saw 5 circular lights floating in the night sky.
There were many events, starting at 3 p.m.
No. First lie.
In the afternoon, and continuing all the way until 5:30 the next morning.
Lie. 2 lies right in a row.
With numerous photographs, videos, and eyewitness accounts, though, a giant question mark continues to hover over Phoenix.
This is not a straight line. This is in three lies in a row. This is not straight. There is significant. This is about 10 miles away. They said 30. But the reality is this is 10 to 12 miles away from this location, these flares that were dropped, supposedly by the Maryland Gunnery Air Force, whatever. These are so not in a straight line. Something that's about 12 miles away, this is 20 feet above this one. This one's a little lower than this one, but still higher than this one. This one's about even. This one's dipped. It's so not even. The way they fake this, it just makes me angry. And you can see just by looking at it. Yeah, they don't get close enough because then you'll be able to see that the jink, 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 jink. It looks like you're seeing a heartbeat. You know what I mean? On a monitor.
Phoenix. While the U.S. Air Force chalked the lights up to military flares.
Oh, 4th lie in a row. This guy claims he saw the Phoenix Lights that night. And that is, jerk-off face. What's his name? Bob McConnell. Hi, my name is... they'll tell us.
Many have argued against these claims, and even Arizona Governor Fife Symington...
That's John Hook.
...described what he saw as, quote, otherworldly.
Well, I saw a huge craft just kind of come right over Squaw Peak.
He's lying so bad, we'll go over that. Let's start the Phoenix Lights after this.
It was just breathtaking.
Number 8, the Chilean Navy.
All right. Ooh, let's watch the Chilean Navy. This is one of my favorite videos. Never.
Chilean government agency which investigates UFOs or unidentified aerial phenomena has declassified and released never-before-seen video from 2014 showing a mysterious flying object of which they suggest could have been a UFO.
A little speck can certainly stir up a lot of speculation. In 2017, the Chilean government agency tasked with examining UFO sightings released footage of a flying object that defied explanation.
Yeah.
The footage, which had been classified for almost 3 years, was taken by the Chilean Navy from a helicopter during the day. The pilot failed to make contact with the object, which moved like another helicopter. Even more curious, the object didn't pop up on air traffic control radar.
In 2 instances, the object ejected some type of gas or liquid with high thermal tracking. Captured on video, you can see a massive plume of material trailing behind the object.
Most mysterious of all, the U.S.
I just had a real scary thought. Last night, when we were doing the show, somebody said it, maybe it was a year ago, they said it. What if UFOs are alive? You see? What if they're alive? That thing just let out a big... I wouldn't want to be in the vicinity. If that thing's alive and it just cut wind like that, forget about it. I forgot about it. Yeah, that Chilean one's pretty good. You ready? We're going to get serious here. Do we have that? All right, let's try it. Where? I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not there. Oh, there it is. This one? Oh, let's do this one maybe. This won't fit on the screen though. Who are you talking to? Shh. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay. I have a sighting my father captured. And he gave this to me. He said I can actually play it. And I was going to put this in the third phase UFO report, but we're going to go viral with this one. You ready? No, it's true. This is real. It's my dad's sighting. He got this when we were on vacation, and we were at Jones Beach. I was only 2 years old. Check it out. Pretty wild, right? I think we put it on a loop. He put it on a loop for me. Yeah, he said it got really close to him, and he's able to feel it. I'm joking. This isn't real. Can you imagine? It looked real, right? It looked real. It is real. Somebody faked it for this. Anyway, it's magic. I just thought I'd have a little fun with y'all. Make up a story. He's hoaxing. He said his dad took it. I knew this guy was stupid. Rich Giordano just hoax. Rich Giordano just hoax. It starts going all over social media. Twitter feed. Rich Giordano of GoofOn just hoaxed a video. Yeah, this is Facebook. Jaime Maussan. Rich Giordano hoaxing. Lying. His animetario tereso choto. Que nada más son los tiros. Rich Giordano hoaxing. Rich Giordano. It's going all around the world. He's hoaxing. He's hoaxing. All right. Let's get you some nice. For this story, you deserve this. So, one day when I was a young boy in Saskatoon, we would play out in the street, stickball, tag, Zulu, whatever, Russian roulette. And one day we were sitting there, and a man walked up to us. I was getting ready to hit the ball. Oh yeah, we were playing stoop ball. Stoop ball. You ever play stoop ball? So I threw the ball against the stoop, and it stuck to the stoop, and I thought the ball had exploded, see? But it was an old Indian man who walked up to us out of nowhere, and he said, "May your balls be stuck and gooey." And it did. It stuck. It was gooey, and never seen him since. All right, I'm trying to find the thing. I'm trying to buy some time. Forgive me if I thought of that story. All right, here we go. No. Phoenix Lights. So it's a very interesting UFO sighting. For those of you who don't know it, at 8 o'clock to 8:15 over the Four Corners, actually more like Vegas, but south of Vegas, more like Laughlin, Nevada, Kingman, Arizona, there were calls coming in about these lights, a big triangle. And then 30 minutes later, there was another call from, the old Grand Canyon State up north, Flagstaff. They're getting reports of a triangular-shaped UFO. It started late in the afternoon, right, about 5 o'clock. Dr. Lynn did get that right. She did say that. And by the time it went through Payson, it followed directly down over the freeway, Sedona, and, Cave Creek area. Then it moved over COVID down to Central Phoenix, which, by the way, was when Dr. Stephen Greer interceded the mental part of the aliens, and he told them, make a left at the airport. So the object went around the airport, made a left, and of all people, Kurt Russell and his kid, I believe, were flying in that night on their Cessna, or prop airplane, whatever, small, little, different, yellow. And he called into the tower, not knowing the events that happened that night. He was one of the first people to see it, call it in, said, never seen any lights like this, strange. They say over 10,000 people saw it, but the numbers kept growing over the years as the legend became bigger and bigger. It's now over 100,000 people have seen this. Next thing you know, it was a worldwide event, in 2032. God, I love people. It doesn't need to be made up into a grandiose thing. Now, a lot of you only know about the sighting that was seen at 10 o'clock p.m. That was the lights I just showed you. Capiche? Hey, there's a one-person show. And this is what people recorded, and of course you saw the Phoenix Lights. Do I have that? You just saw it, but I wanted to, where did I put it? Is this it? No. 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 Yeah. Let me just pull it up for y'all so y'all can say it. I'm Gina Coville's husband, Roger. Hey, Roger. Hi. I'm still talking cubes over here. Love me cubes. You kind of sound like Chris Bledsoe, to be honest. That's because it is, Rich. You're paying attention. Here we go.
More documentation of the second event.
All right, shut off. I don't want to hear you. So the sighting made world news. This one at 10 o'clock at night. Oh, your mothers. Oh, your sisters. Dr. Lynn is so silly. We'll talk about that in a moment. Anyway, this is not what the people saw. You think people saw this, right? Because it's on TV. It's not true. People saw it, but what people saw was at 8 o'clock, 8:15, 8:22-ish, a 1 to 2 mile wide craft, a V-shaped craft, some say boomerang, but the wings did open and close. And when the wings were at their open, they said it went very slow, like it should have fallen out of the sky. And they said it was so close to the ground, if you'd thrown a rock at it, you could have hit it. No sound. Nobody had weird feelings. Nobody had visions. Nobody talked of anything like that except Dr. Lynn. We'll talk about her in a minute. So, thousands of people over the years, nobody knew Dr. Lynn back then. She didn't come out yet for 7 years after the fact, till 2004. Because she wanted to make the documentary. Capiche? Hey, it's a 2 Capiche show? Are you kidding me already? And that was quick. And now, a little background on Dr. Lynn. Not yet. We'll do the background in a minute. She was seeing 2 years before, in 1995, 96, I believe. She recorded in March lights. You've seen the thumbnail, right? Let me pull the thumbnail up here. These lights right here. I didn't want to dig for any. I fell asleep. Give me a break. But these are the lights. All right. These are them. She got her camera out. She said she saw 3 lights, and they had a 35 millimeter sitting by, or a camcorder or something. 35 millimeter. And when she got back to the window to look out, her house is on the side of a mountain in a place called Paradise Valley, Arizona. And she's about 500 feet up, maybe 4. And she sees down towards the Barry Goldwater gunnery range where they drop flares. And they drop them, that's right, January, February, March. Every year, you can get the schedule and look it up. I'll show you my video of what Dr. Lynn caught. I'm going to blow this case wide open tonight. I'm going to show you that the Phoenix Lights event that Dr. Lynn talked about is nothing but flares. She didn't catch UFOs. She was capturing flares. Now, her statement is that now the illusion is, sorry, I almost said it out of order. The illusion is that Dr. Lynn recorded the Phoenix Lights. She did not. She captured flares. This is why people were angry at her at the movie premiere. I saw the movie like the first 4 years in a row at the anniversary when it came out in 2005, 6, 7, and 8. Then I moved to a different place in the country. No, same state, just 40 miles away. So I missed it 1 year. But these are flares. Don't you feel sad? Don't you feel mad that somebody made an entire movie about flares and calls it UFOs? Rich, how can you say this? This is what I hate about this guy. What? What did I say? No. This is why people don't like you. Got to ruin everything. Tell everybody, oh, you know for a fact. But I do. Because on the date that she claims, I believe it was March 15th, and January 20th, I believe, was another one. I'm not remembering exactly. I have it written down somewhere. But if you call back and get the records of when flares were dropped at the Barry Goldwater Gunnery Range in 1995, you will see that they were dropped on the same night that she took the pictures. Nobody did that research but me. Look at me going the extra mile. Boy, was I hated. A little bit. A couple of people were like, I knew it was flares. They were like saying, I knew it was flares, man. Great job. I knew it. These are witnesses who actually saw the craft at 8:15, not the flares that we're looking at here at 10 o'clock at night. These are not UFOs, in my opinion. The funny thing is, you heard Dr. Lynn say there were many different sightings that day. There were many events. There were none, just the two. One was real, one was a distraction. Listen.
It's 3 p.m. in the afternoon and continuing all
It's not 3 p.m., it was 5.
the way until 5:30 the next morning.
Even with numerous photographs, video.
And then we get this terrible, uneven lie, and they try to put a straight line, and it's not. You could even tell it's not. It makes me so mad. And then Five Symington, I'll tell you about after we hear what she says.
Videos and eyewitness accounts, though, a giant question mark continues to hover over Phoenix. While the U.S. Air Force chalked the lights up to military flares, many have argued against.
He is Five Symington. There was so much talk all around the state of Arizona, and now it's gone global, about these lights, that Five Symington at the time held a press conference. And it said, coming up at noon today, Governor Five Symington says he may have the culprits who were responsible for the Phoenix Lights, or have an answer. So noon o'clock comes, and he comes out and has a press conference, says, could you bring out the people or whatever, the suspect? And it's an alien, one of his employees wearing an alien outfit with the big head. You've all seen it. And Five fucking Symington, I can't think. Five Symington says, you guys just take this stuff too seriously. But meanwhile, we found out 7 years later, because when he did that, everybody was pissed at him. Everybody was mad. So you're telling me I didn't see a big triangular craft? He's saying that we didn't see what we saw. Over 10,000 people didn't see this. And he said the reason he did that, we found out years later, is because it was going crazy at the governor's office. People wanted to know, and they weren't letting up, and it was crazy. That's all people wanted to know. What was this? What is it, a UFO? Please tell us. Somebody know anything? So he tried to make a joke out of it, and it backfired. Now, Fife Symington lives in an area, I believe he lives in Biltmore Estates, around that area. It's a very hoity-toity type of place. It's kind of like Beverly Hills. It's exactly like Beverly Hills, Biltmore. And behind the Biltmore are these mountains called the Squaw Peak Mountains, which have they renamed them? Piestewa Peak, I think now they are. Squaw Peak Mountain. It's interesting because right behind the Squaw Peak Mountain, there's a place that you've seen me at called Dreamy Draw Park. And Dreamy Draw Park has a dam built there. And no water, but there was a supposed UFO that bounced off the ground there, and they just put a dam over it to hide the evidence. That's the rumor going around. It's a very strange area, this Squaw Peak area. Sylvester Stallone has a house over there in that area too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, it doesn't matter. What's that? Wrigley Mansion is up there too. Wrigley Spearmint Gum. That house, I remember, was $1 million when we moved out here in 79, 80. We used to be like, oh my God, $1 million house. Anyway, Fife Symington said, I got home from a crazy day at the office, sat down, have dinner with the family, and he hears on the TV that there's a UFO sighting happening near where he lives. So Fife Symington immediately wipes his mouth, kisses the wife and kids goodbye, and takes off to go to Squaw Peak Mountains to look for the UFO, all by himself. No security, no detail to follow. He just got out and left. Didn't grab a camera. But he claims that when he got to the park, Squaw Peak Park, he says people were milling around down there, and I heard somebody say, hey, what's that? And I turned around, and there it was. It was a huge triangular-shaped craft flying right. Many problems with that story. I've actually done a whole show about it, so I'm going to actually tell you right now that is a fucking lie. And the reason being is, and I looked it up. This is the research I used to do. And now Third Phase got me back doing it again. But anyway, I called into Channel 15 and I asked them what time did they run the UFO report for the Phoenix Lights. When was the very first time? Because Channel 15 was the channel that broke the story first. They announced it, that there was a sighting at 9:30 for the 10 o'clock show. At the 10 o'clock show, just after the top of the hour, there was the sighting, the flare droppings, which is very cool how that worked out. Interesting. Talking about the UFO at 8:15 as the lights are appearing in the sky. But here's the lie. Fife Symington said he got home about 8:30, and he said he heard it on the news. that they were talking about the sighting. No, that's impossible. That's a lie. They didn't put the first news thing out until 9:30 that they were going to talk about the UFO that's been reported an hour earlier. So if he got home at 8:30, how did he hear it on the news? And how did he know to go to Squaw Peak if it was just happening over there? The whole story didn't make sense. So I did this breakdown of it. It's a total lie. But the funny thing that backs up my story about knowing this about what Fife Symington did, and the reason I'm telling you all this, because the Phoenix Lights is a lot of bullshit. It is. It is so amazing how much toiletry is in this sighting report and historic event. It goes beyond the documentary. It's disgusting. I'm embarrassed. This is why I hate Phoenix, Arizona. The people out here, nobody gives a shit about anything but themselves. When I went down to this, the first couple events, the anniversary for the movie and whatnot, every year they started the movie. 2005 it came out. It was just people wanting to be heard, not talk about the Phoenix Lights. They just me. People would walk up to me, "Oh, are you a reporter? I have a great story if you want to hear about it in Sedona. See, last year, me and my husband, ma'am, I'm in the middle of something." It's like they start talking to you. Nobody cared about the Phoenix Lights. It's just to be seen. It was a scene, man. Anyway, Fife Symington lied, and Bill Burns, you remember UFO Hunters, the TV show? Bill Burns and I were talking on his show one night, a couple of years ago. And I told him that Fife Symington lied. And his wife, whose name eludes me, I can't remember, she's like, "Oh, Bill, did you just hear what Richard said? That, Rich, did you just say that Fife Symington lied to you? Bill, that's what he did with you." And Bill Burns said we were going to have him on, well, they did, to have him on UFO Hunters, the TV show. And they interviewed him, and Bill Burns, who's a very intelligent guy, he says, "Rich, this guy was lying. He couldn't remember the last two words he put together in a sentence. He was lying." I said, "I know, man. The governor of Arizona was lying to us. We couldn't believe it, right, babe? Me and you were laughing at this guy like his story didn't make sense, Rich." That's how Burns talks with the New York accent. I know that he did not see that UFO in the sky at 8:30. Oh, that was like John F. Kennedy Jr. That's John F. Kennedy Jr. Anyway, the reason Fife Symington lied, because he wanted to get into the good graces of people in the UFO community again. And James Fox, love him, God love him, makes great movies. The Phenomenon, Out of the Blue, I Know What I Saw. He had Fife Symington on the last one, I Know What I Saw, right? And he believed him. Of course he did. But it's a bullshit, bold-faced lie. And the story that Bill Burns told everybody, because Bill Burns he said, "I'll never forget it. I know he lied to me." And then Bill Burns' story of what Fife Symington said was so weird. I'm like, man, that's not even close to what I said. "And Rich, it doesn't match up because he said something that couldn't have happened. I looked it up and I was right." I said, wow, man, freaking, I can't believe the government would lie. Come on, man. It opened my eyes. I mean, I'm only into this now about a year basically into ufology. And now I just found out the governor lied. People are lying left and right at the Phoenix Lights. It's just wild stuff. There were witnesses who came to the very first one that I was there too. And after the movie ended, they did a little question and answer with Dr. Lynn. She had the microphone, and it was sold out, like 300 people. People were standing in the aisles, even with the wheelchair. They weren't standing. They were in the aisle. I don't know how that got twisted. But I was doing interviews outside, and I knew some of the people. And there was a guy who's no longer with us. He passed away from cancer, and his name was, I just had it. It'll come back to me. I see his face and everything. Brian, shit. I just had his name. Oh, Fortson. I think his last name was Fortson. Anyway, he's the guy who was in the movie. He says, if you would have opened up oh no, he goes like this. He goes, if you did a peace sign like that, you could have fit all of our bombers on there, he said. That's how big the craft was. He said 1 to 2 miles wide. Bob Fortson? I can't remember. It is Fortson, though. And he took me outside when we were talking in the lobby area. And then other people were coming up that also saw his wife and a couple other people that saw the sighting. And they're like, can you believe this bullshit movie? So much bullshit. Now, back to Dr. Lynn. Hold on. People are outside just talking as loud as, like they're on cell phones. I can't concentrate. All right, they're done. And I don't understand people. Why do you have to talk so loud when you have your phone up to your ear? You don't have to yell anymore. You never had to yell. Just talk. But these people are talking like there's 4 of them, and they're all talking to each other on their cell phones. They're so loud. Anyway, so Dr. Lynn always wanted to be an actress. As a matter of fact, I think she was in a play in New York. I'm not sure if she was on Broadway. She may have, I don't know. But there was an opportunity, and this is the way I see it. And she has since jumped the shark. You know what that means. It means you do something that's unnecessary, that goes against the rules, that you don't need to do. And the example comes from Happy Days, when Fonzie jumped over a shark to prove he was cool. Fonzie never had to prove anything to anybody. But he had to prove it for some reason on this episode, and they called it Jumping the Shark now. And that's what ruined Happy Days, according to people. So when a show or a person jumps the shark, they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing to prove themselves. Well, Dr. Lynn is no different than Fonzie. She's Arthur Lynn Katai Fonzarelli. Dr. Fonzarelli. Yeah, hey, Doc. All she had to do was just, tap on the earth and a UFO would appear. So all of these photos she took are crap. She's telling everybody she captured these UFOs 2 years before the Phoenix Lights event. Now, when I first heard that story, and I said, can I see that picture again that Dr. Lynn took, please? Okay. Yeah, that looks very familiar to me. But what she said she did, and there's no documentation of it, she said she called down to the airport to see if they saw flares, to the gunnery range to see if they saw flares. If she did call down to Luke Air Force Base, they would have told her there's a schedule. It's public domain. It's publicly funded. We have the right to know what they're doing. We pay for that shit. So, be that as it may, as Dr. Lynn loves to say, she captured the lights. Flares, that is. Gold coins. Fake stars. Blue clovers. It's all bullshit. In my opinion. In my opinion. In my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Not wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. You're not wrong. I could be wrong. You're not wrong. Huh? You're not wrong. Who's saying that? You're not wrong. It sounds like my voice. Stupid. I'm looking for something to... Oh, yeah, I'm looking. I'm going to grab my sighting here. So the Phoenix Lights, nobody to this day knows. I mean, obviously, the one at 10 o'clock was flares. I mean, it looks like flares. And they're telling us it's 30 miles away from the guy who shot that video. Dr. Lynn didn't shoot that video at 10 o'clock at night. That was a guy named Michael Crichton, or something like that. I don't know. But Creighton? Michael Creighton? No, not the author. All right, let me pull this up. What are we doing? Oh, right. I'm going to show you my video. Now, I can't play the audio because there's music with it. But I'm going to show you my goods. Let me get this muted. So I want you to notice the date. What day did the Phoenix Lights happen? Anybody want to take a guess? That's right, March 13th, 1997. Very good. You guys are on top of your game tonight. March 13th. Today's the actual anniversary. That's right. I'll show them. Oh. You understand? Flares. Same night, 11 years later. Almost the same night, but you get the gist of it. You don't need to go seeing everything here, but I got Metallica playing in the background. I don't want to get a copyright, but this is flares. And now I'm on the ground. I'm not up in the sky or on a mountainside. I'm just on the ground looking towards the Barry Goldwater Range, and I am about 25 miles away from it there. So approximately the same distance as the Phoenix Lights that night. But watch. It's very difficult with this. I just got this camera 2 days ago, I think. It's a digital camera, and it did not have a focus wheel. It has a focus stick. So you had to keep touching it, like pushing it, instead of rolling your finger on a wheel. It was so annoying. I couldn't get it to focus right. I do get it focused eventually, but you'll see. They're right here, down here. I don't know. I don't think those are flares. I don't remember those as flares. Oh, yeah, they were? No, those were airplanes that dropped the flares. That's right. So I know what they look like. Hey, what if I'm wrong? And these are UFOs. I could be. They're moving from left to right, I believe. Oh, this is just the first one. But they've got that same golden bullshit color that Dr. Lynn's has got. Good English, Rich. Great grandma. See how they twinkle? Oh, actually right to left. Okay, I still get that wrong today. And you know how I know? Because these two lights down here gave me the reference point. And back earlier, they were to the other side of it. Watch. See? They're off to this side a little bit. Watch. See? They're there. They're over to the right of them. Anywho, now they're over to the left. So they're moving from right to left. Interesting. And they are falling very ever so slightly. And they probably dropped these at a height of altitude of 5 to 10,000 feet. I think these are 5,000 5-minute long flares. But do you see a parachute? Do you see smoke? Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it focused right. That's not what the craft looks like. But look at the twinkle. Would you think that those are flares? Well, why do you think I pulled the frig over? You have no idea. These things were so bright. This video does it no justice, and I'm 25 miles away, and they're that bright. UFOs? Flares? Fake? Forget about it. Wait until you see what's coming up. We've got more. We've got more. We're going to go to another sighting the next night. There, I'm trying to catch up to them. They were moving through the sky at 90 miles an hour. They're out there. They were flying. Then, when I got to my destination, they slowed down and stopped in the same place. You'll see. It's the end of the road. That's as far as I could drive south at this point. I'm really far from like 20 miles, 10, 15 miles from Phoenix. So here they are the next night, March 12th. Flares. These are actual flares. They weren't driving 90 miles an hour. I'm joking. They were in the same place as the night before. All I did was call and ask them if they were dropping flares, and they said, and I didn't even say when earlier in the week, and she goes, March 11th and 12th. And we will be doing them on the 13th, and then 2 weeks later, on the 23rd, 24th. And guess what? They usually dropped flares Does anybody care? Nobody cares. Are we done? You want to? We'll just end it then. Want to just end it? No? We'll still go? Okay. Well, it seems like you guys want to go. If you want to go, we'll go. We don't have to do this anymore. I don't know. I thought this was this one here. This is the one I like. This is from a Jack in the Box, I believe. You'll see. There are 3 lights. Yeah, it'll make you sick. Yeah. These lights here. Pretty cool. So these are them. I told you guys I got some good shit. Nobody cares. And it's all explainable. I don't know, man. That's pretty cool though, right? It's looking towards the Barry Goldwater range. Look how low it looks though. It's actually pretty high. It's far away. 25 miles away. There's 4 of them. Looks like the Phoenix Lights. See? Dr. Lynn? Same thing. I know. It makes you sick just watching it. I want to throw up already. All right. We'll stop this. You guys get the point. See? Remember this. Remember that. The color of that. And then look at Dr. Lynn's. Dr. Lynn is in the house. She's got some things and she wants to shout. She's got sightings. She's got stuff. She's got things down in her. Mother makes meatballs. Mother makes meatballs. She makes meatballs on Saturday night. Mr. Saturday night. I can't find them. Why can't I get her stupid things?
The next morning,
even with
there were many events, starting at 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Liar.
First, A V-shaped formation was seen flying over Phoenix, although little footage exists of this event.
All right, I don't know. Anyway, there they are. That's what I wanted you to remember. Kind of looks like what I captured, right? See it? I mean, it looks pretty freaking close. I can find a frame of mine and they'd look just like this. It's amazing. All right, I really, see? She had a 35 millimeter, I had a Sony Handycam. But the thing about the Phoenix Lights, and the reason I showed you all that, because even though mine were flares, you can't see the parachute, you can't see the smoke, you can barely see them drifting from right to left. And they look pretty freaking similar to what Dr. Lynn captured, which I did call and verify on March or January and 15th, 20th, whatever she caught those UFOs that I just showed you, were flares. And the one thing about the Phoenix Lights that always bothered me is there's no proof. Nobody's got good video. Just a lot of people with great stories. There really is no proof to something that was seen probably by 25,000 to 50,000 people at 8:15. It's an amazing sighting, and we've never had anything close to that since. The only thing that was close to that were in 2006 when there was the Chicago O'Hare incident. What was that, Gate 16? Well, whatever. That was the only other sighting that was multiple people. We have not had a lot of really good sightings in the last, since then. All right. Tell me. I'm going to wait the 30-second delay. Can somebody please tell me what was equivalent since the Phoenix Lights? What was equivalent to that in our day and age? Are there any sightings? Does anybody have anything they want to say about that? I'll wait, because there hasn't been. I can't think of anything. Mass sighting, a UFO event. So you think disclosure, this is why I get so angry with everybody. We're getting closer to disclosure. No, you're not. You're getting further away. The UFO in Israel is fake. The UFO in Israel had 20,000 people seeing it. I don't remember it. Why don't I remember it? Damn it. See, this is why I can't run. My knee is killing me today. My ball cap on the front says Fiorino, Ferrari. Right? Isn't that what it says? F-I-O-R-A-R-I-O. Fiorio. Fiorio. It's a very cool hat, by the way. Come. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a marker. Oh, come on with the light, the camera, and everything. It's not bright enough, you're right. There we go. I thought I had that on. Oh, yeah, I restarted the computer, so it... I like the lighting tonight. I don't know why it's that color. I don't get it. The Dome of the Rock, wrong. That wasn't a mass sighting. There were 6 people who saw that. Not a mass sighting. Tic Tac's not a mass... Tic Tac was not a mass sighting with the public. And yeah, that it just can't be it. There's not thousands of people who saw it. Nothing. Let's see. Never heard. And the stream is buffering. The stream's buffer. You know what, Lunar Sparkles? Next time you say that, I'm gonna block you because it's never buffering. It's not buffering. You're the only one who says that. I'm not. I would never do that to you unless you were rude. It's not, and I'm not checking it, and I don't care. I know it's perfect. I see the stream here. It's telling me it's perfect. You got my goat. I made him look, everybody. I made him look. Look, he's looking. Fucking trolling. Fiorino, yeah. All right, so there isn't anything. There isn't. When I had Jeremy on the other night, Jeremy Riss, alien scientist, he says he has trolls that tell him the same thing. I can't hear you. You're muted or something. And it's people just do that to get you pissed off and go, oh my God, I'm muted. Oh, believe me. I know when things are working because I have my phone right here with the show on. And now Lunar's like, I got him again. Look, he's still talking about it. Well, I'm just letting everybody know if I see that again, there's consequences for lying. So don't even say it. It's consequences. Yeah. It's not right. It's not right. It's wrong. All right. So the Phoenix Lights, there's a lot of problems with the story, just to finish up here. And you got liars. You got Fife Symington, who lied about seeing them at impossible time. You have what I think now, I was going to tell you and I almost forgot, how Dr. Lynn and Dr. Greer are the same. I don't know what it is with these doctors. But you know Dr. Greer, right? Stephen Greer says that he controlled... Oh, wait, there's that video from yesterday from Third Phase of Moon. Let me pull it up. He actually talks about it. He says he told the Phoenix Lights where to go. Well, Dr. Lynn, like I was saying earlier, always wanted to be an actress. And I think she found a way to get herself some acting with this documentary. And 7 years or so after the Phoenix Lights documentary and all of the questions have been answered and there's no more mystery to talk about, they haven't returned, Dr. Lynn turned it up a notch. She said she was in communique with the aliens some way or another, whether it was through mental telepathy, something happened. This is a woman. Now, I am just going by what I heard. And I heard her say it. And I was like, what? She said that when she was recording or seeing the lights, these orbs, she said they were coming up to her driveway. No, there's no pictures of that. Why would there be? Camera didn't work. The battery was dead. I didn't have film. It wasn't charged. I was too far away. Didn't want to leave the scene in case it took off. I was looking for my husband. I was looking for a way out. I felt so much love. I didn't want to do that to them. They always have to throw in, now they're in communique. Why? Everything was going so good until you said you'd get contacted by aliens. Can you imagine? This is a woman, a very smart, educated woman who's a doctor, a child's physician, a physician to children, who's talking to aliens. Hey, little Richie, we got to go to the doctor's today. Are we going to go see the alien lady? Why'd you say that? Because she talks about the aliens. What? On TV, I saw her talking about aliens. So, yeah. Now, she also got mad at me once and wrote me on Messenger. She was listening to the show because I said, I think she's in it for the money. And she says, that is not right. That is wrong. That is slander. I said it was my opinion. And I don't think it's for the money. She has money. Her and her husband are very well off. They live on one of the best places on the planet. Expensive as hell. Probably the house is worth probably $4 million by now, if they still live there. But she actually wrote me. Yeah, it was weird. I've interviewed her several times. You know, I seen her down at the Phoenix Lights, and we always talked for a few minutes, and then I'd interview her. I mean, there was some sort of business relationship there. But when she jumped the shark and said, I'm talking to him. What was that? What'd she say? Talking to aliens. Did she say she's talking to... Are you saying you're talking to aliens? Yes, I am. You're actually talking to them. Yes. You're having contact with aliens? I am having contact with aliens. That's exactly right, Rich. Okay? It's true. The aliens talk to me. All right, Dr. Lynn. Who am I to argue? Oh. Did you ever record anything like instead of getting pictures, you ever get video of these things coming up to your front door? No. It's a shame, right? Yeah. Okay. So here we are today. Oh, one more thing she said. That there were so many sightings. There were apparently, and this is what I heard, only 1 year, I think it was 4 years in, 2009er, they were talking about how there were 65 sightings or so throughout the entire valley. Almost the whole entire state was inundated with UFOs. No. There was also claims that the Phoenix Lights went to Tucson, turned around, and then you see them at 10 o'clock. That's apparently the Phoenix Lights coming back from Tucson, from the south, coming over to the north, up further, and just parking. Nope. There's video evidence, Rich, and pictures from Tucson. Oh, there is? Where is it? Oh, we don't have it here right now. Oh, but you will have it next year. Yeah, we'll have the, you can go on the website, right, Paul? We got them on the website? Oh, they're on the website there. You can go to Phoenix Lights. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Doc. I'll go check your website. Go home, check the website. Nothing. There's not one photogenic piece of evidence from I know what I said, from Tucson. Another lie. We estimated there's 20 good lies in that movie. Pretty good. Pretty shitty. So what really happened on the night of March 13th, 1997? We're going to go a little longer tonight. We're not done. We're going to go a little longer. because I've got a lot of mo. I've talked for a longer time. I can't believe, I actually feel like, and I'm not joking at all, this is 100% true, that I had missing time tonight. The last time I looked at the clock, which felt like 2 minutes ago, it was 19 after 9 on my clock. It is. I just looked at it and it's 9:36. That's 17 minutes. Wait, I don't know what happened. I'm not claiming anything. I'm just saying the time went by so fast. It felt like I just looked 2 minutes ago. It really does. I don't feel like I've been talking this long. This is ridiculous. But anyway, it is the Phoenix Lights anniversary show. And we are going to go longer than 2 hours because why not? There's people out there who need a place to chill. We're not going to do 24 hours. I'll tell you why. It's not fun for me. It's not fun. When we did that 8 hours and 45 minutes on New Year's a couple of years ago, it kind of screwed up the whole next day. Before you got out of Arizona, I solved this case long ago. Nobody solved it for UPSEP. Here's what happened on that night. There was a sighting, a legitimate sighting of a 1 to 2 mile wide craft that started up in Kingman, Arizona, pretty much Laughlin area, went down the center of the state, Sedona, Payson, Cave Creek, Phoenix, Arizona, and then that lasted for about 15 minutes over the state. Do you hear these fucking... And there was that craft. There was a lot of people who saw it fly over their house, their apartments. They flew over the mountains, right over their park by their homes. I mean, this was an amazing event. And then the distraction at 10 o'clock. No video of the UFO event from 8 o'clock. Don't you think that's strange? And I'll tell you why. The craft was see-through. There was one craft with 2 lights on the sides that were on the wings, and then one in the center, and then there were 2 in the back. I drew a picture of it. I'll do it again because I want you to know what it looked like. This is a better depiction. Make sure I can see what you see. Now this is what it looked like. Triangle, and 2 were in the back. People saw the lights. They said it looked like the lights and the ship were one. They were made of the same material. I see a super chat from Stephen Tuminelli. Love these type of segments. Entertaining. Thank you very much, Mr. Stephen Tuminelli, with a $5 super chat. Oh, very generoso. Thank you, sir. Yeah. It's just weird. I get lost in the conversation. I feel like I'm wasting everybody's time. And I look down and there's people still here. So thank you for hanging out. We're going to go for another 30 probably easily. Maybe not. Maybe 25. But the lights were swirling. And I guess I would liken it to one of those, where you put your hands on the thing and the electricity starts doing all sorts of things. One of those photon balls, I believe it is, or whatever. Pretty wild. But they said they can see that the stars were disappearing, and then they would somehow snap. Like when they were in the middle of the wing or the craft, they could see it behind, but it was kind of wavy. It's kind of cool. Anyway, that was the 8:15 sighting. It's legit. One at 10 o'clock was flares. Sorry to say. Really, I am. I get emotional. No, I don't. Yeah, it's funny how people like Dr. Lynn and Greer, they always turn it up that extra gear. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to lie, man. There's no reason to. What's this? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny, B. Baker, that you sent me that. SJW video. I watched that same one today. Yeah, I just did a show on another recommendation there. I just did that, I think. We just did a segment like that, but maybe I'll do it again someday. Have you ever heard of, and I've talked about this before, the zone of silence? Have you ever? It's a real place. I was watching this movie. It had to do with UFOs and, oh, it wasn't a movie. It was a TV show or maybe a documentary. I don't know. But it had William Shatner in it. Jaime Maussan was there with his little tiny alien. It was pretty cool. But they were talking about the zone of silence that, do you remember the little alien creature that the guy captured in his barn? And then they said it was probably a spider monkey, a baby monkey. And then the guy who found it, who reported the alien, wound up dying a month later in his truck on fire. Like he was murdered. Jaime Maussan said it. He was murdered. Oh, it was good. It was a good show. Is that the episode? That's the episode. Well, the zone of silence is a place, we've talked about it here in the past, where GPS instruments and things of that nature go a little haywire. Yeah, and apparently this little alien that I just told you about with Jaime Maussan supposedly crashed his UFO in the zone of silence and wound up in this guy's shed where it got trapped in a mousetrap of some sort. And when the guy heard the screams of this beast, this tiny little 6-inch alien looking thing, he decides he's going to kill it because it's screaming so loud. It was in pain. He'd never seen anything like it. So him and his friend were there, another worker. And he pours these, what I think was muriatic acid and chemicals into a bowl. And he takes the things captured and he lowers it into the acid and the thing won't die. I'm like, oh my God. What's this guy doing? That's awful, just awful. But they said it was most likely fake. It was a monkey. And they had a taxidermy do a mock-up of what he made one look just like it with a carcass from a roadkill, from a squirrel. And he made it look just like the alien that Jaime has in his hands. It's really, you fit it in the palm of your hand. It's got the big eyes and everything. He totally made it. It was artwork, man. It was beautiful. Makes me mad that people would go to those lengths just to fake it. Those people didn't make any money. They didn't make a penny off that story. They did x-rays on it and everything. It had, you know, the 3D scan of the body. Definitely was human-like. Well, the next thing on that show, and this is what makes me laugh, this is the type of stuff we how do we stop it? You just can't. There was a lady who claimed that she was a hybrid. She said one day her father sat her down, I don't know, she looked like she was 30 in the reenactment, and he tells her that she is an experiment born in a petri dish. She's something like 28% human, 28 or 50, I don't know, 32% alien, and something else, all mixed up. And human, yeah. So her whole life, she said she was psychic. She was able to move things with her mind. She didn't do any of that on the show. But boy, oh boy, did she fit the part. What a stereotype. If you opened up the dictionary, looked up stereotype, her picture would be right there. I was throwing up with laughter. I was angry. So they did a DNA test on this woman. Human DNA. So the doctor comes back, he says, you know, I know you think you were a hybrid, that you may have some alien DNA, but let me give you this. Leave with this thought, he tells her. The test is inconclusive because we do not have the alien DNA to match yours up with. So we don't have alien DNA on record, so we don't know what to match it up to. You might still be a hybrid after all. You understand? It's magic. It's beautiful. It's the world we live in. That show made me so mad. William Shatner did great, but I was so mad at that show. Angry. Really, I really was. That got me in a bad mood for a minute. I'm never in a bad mood, to be honest with you, but it made me feel a little angry, and I'm okay for that. I got a video here. It's the Zone of Silence. Let's hear what these guys say at the bright side.
The Zone of Silence. And the
that's it. The Zone of Silence. That's all it is. That's all you needed to know. Joking.
Mystery behind this place would equal that of the infamous Bermuda Triangle. If you ever find yourself in a desert 25 miles away from Ceballos, Mexico, and just 400 miles to the south of El Paso, Texas, get yourself ready. You're in the Mapami Silent Zone, and some bizarre things might start to happen right away. As I've already...
You know what's really weird about where the Zone of Silence is? It is in the part of the world where, if you look at that, we'll go back here for a second, the map here. Now remember, all this here, you see this? This is where the big impact happened. The dinosaurs, right? Happened right here. And the Zone of Silence is where? Right around there? Awfully close. Awfully close, kids. Bermuda's over there. I'm going to be over here. Pretty interesting.
Here with his airplane's routine operations. But despite being the first, he wasn't the only one who experienced the inexplicable activity of the zone. In 1964, the state-owned company Pemex, which stands for Petróleos Mexicanos, sent engineer Harry de la Pina to explore the desert.
Harry de la who? De la Fonte? I didn't know he was a white guy. Pretty fly for a white guy.
In that region. The man had to figure out if it was possible to construct an oil pipeline running from Jimenez, Chihuahua in the
fracking
north of Mexico. However, this expedition didn't exactly turn out as expected, and the main reason for that was radio anomalies that affected every single radio in the team.
So that's the zone of silencio. Oh, we still have another minute.
They simply wouldn't function, like at all. In fact, Harry de la Pena was the first to give the zone of silence its name.
All right, now we can stop it. That's great. Harry Delafonte gave the zone of silencio its name. Good job. Yeah, you know, I was going to say that a lot of these places, and the reason I brought up the asteroid that hit the Earth to wipe out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, is because whatever may have hit the ocean right there, or landmass or whatever was over there, may have had some sort of magnetic impact. Maybe it's a certain type of rock that, you know, we still don't know what it is because it was 65 million years ago. But for all we know, it was an asteroid. For all we know, could be a UFO. For all we know, we don't know. We don't know shit. I know, I hear it too clicking. All right, let's move on. That's the Phoenix Lights. That's the zone of silence. It doesn't matter anymore. Mediums talking to the dead. Oh, here it is. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is Jaime. Oh, this is Jaime Maussan. Let me get this over for you. Just a real quick one for you guys. I think your sister's got 9. Get out of here! Oh my God. Here we go. Who's this? Jaime.
En los bajos mundos de la investigación de ovnis, se corre el rumor de que Armando Franco es extraterrestre. Hay quien afirma haberlo visto bajar de un ovni por medio de un rayo teletransportador. Dicen que tiene...
I had to play that. That is freaking brilliant. That is from Armando Tumente. 1,777 subscribers. That is a great impression. That is better than mine.
Armando Franco es extraterrestre.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. I didn't watch it on purpose. I saw the thumbnail. It's this.
Mundos de la investigación de ovnis, se corre el rumor de que Armando Franco es extraterrestre.
That's brilliant. Oh, he's got the arm cocked up and everything. The head shrunk down. Oh, this is brilliante.
Hay quien afirma haberlo visto bajar de un ovni por medio de un rayo teletransportador. Dicen que tiene grandes dones y poderes mentales los cuales fueron otorgados por grandes maestros intergalácticos.
I can't. Hold on.
Cuales fueron otorgados por grandes maestros intergalácticos.
I can't believe this guy. Why did I never see this before?
Dicen que tiene grandes dones y poderes mentales los cuales fueron otorgados por grandes maestros intergalácticos. ¿Me hablas a mí? Tyrion, creo que... ¿Qué me está pasando? Ha comenzado la abducción. Seguramente me subirán a su nave y me llevarán a su planeta.
Holy shit, that's the best thing I've ever seen on Jaime Maussan in my entire life. Oh my God, that guy's so good. Oh, that was fantastic. This second half was funnier than the first.
Chirrión. Creo que... ¿Qué me está pasando?
That's so stupid. I appreciate the humor on that one like tenfold. That is brilliant. That is just brilliant. That was great. Oh, I can't believe I found that one. What is this? You need to hear this. They are here, and we know why. Unseen footages? Ooh, oh.
Or rock.
Oh, I can't play it anyway. It's Gaia. Okay, can't play it. I already watched it. All right, let's go. What is this? Let's go into mediums talking to the dead. Oh, I don't know where'd this come from? 2 hours and 51 minutes. From Mark Robotham. It's not his footage, so we can play it. Yeah, we can play a lot of it. It's 3 hours of mediums talking to the dead. 3 hours. You understand?
Right. What are you writing?
The continuous existence of the human soul.
They say they can talk to the dead.
Okay, this is a documentary, I guess. They say they can talk to the dead, prove there's life after death, and deliver messages on the grieving from beyond the grave. With extraordinary access, talking to the dead lifts the veil on mediumship in Britain and follows 4 different mediums as they give sittings to be bereaved, investigated hauntings, and train aspiring mediums to hone their skills. Okay. Yeah, I can't play this. That's total copyright. That sucks. I was looking forward to playing that. Man, you see, nothing's good. Can't do anything. I want to play documentaries. I want to listen to Metallica once in a while. It's just not right. It's all bad. All right. Here we go. Most convincing UFO. We're going to continue where we were last night with some of these. These are pretty interesting. Let me get this up. This is a good UFO couple of sightings here for you. These programas de investigación. That Jaime Maussan was classic. Very cool.
A man named Carlos Diaz managed to capture it.
Wait, this is a documentary too. I'm playing it.
A UFO over his house. Look here as he zooms in on this strange orange object in the sky.
No.
Then, suddenly, he's somehow right on top of it, as we see sharp detail rarely seen in nighttime UFO videos.
It was like plasma, classic plasma, shape with red color, red glowing color, and with these spinning movements that show that it was indeed a UFO and not another known object.
While Carlos Diaz's first videos may be impressive to...
That is not the actual voice. That's, what's his name? Robert Franks, who played number 1. That's this documentary. This is the best UFO sightings. That's what this is. Look at this guy. This is, Bob...
in his house.
Who is this?
And
I can't remember his name.
Has viewed much of the Diaz being an actual UFO or merely a part of an elaborate hoax perpetrated by Diaz. Dr. Bruce Maccabee.
Bruce Maccabee. Can I just say something about Dr. Bruce Maccabee? Bruce Maccabee? He's one of the worst. He's one of the worst. He doesn't understand, and I don't know how he got the position of being a UFO video expert when, in my opinion, he is extremely wrong about a lot of things. All right, let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter. Forget it. I don't want to play that anymore. We're going to go to Twitter. I'm going to go in the order I went in when I got these today, because that's how it worked. Ready? Yeah, whatever. All right. This comes from Stephen Greenstreet. And this is, make no comment. This is a fantastic write-up from @strategic_doubt regarding a juicy FOIA FOIA release. Wait, what? It's a FOIA release to MC05A featuring Navy's Joe Gradisher outlining how to handle UAP statements. Gradisher had previously given media UAP comments. Yeah, here it is. I think he's teaching us something here on how to do FOIA requests. Is that it? We have not authorized any media interviews. Oh, okay. This is from the DOD. Make no comment. Generally speaking, we let the normal FOIA request process work as it is supposed to, but we have been requesting that FOIA offices coordinate with us on UAP-focused FOIA responses before they go public, so that new terms, language, etc. aren't introduced that complicate the overall messaging efforts. What? Additionally, there is now a security classification guidance document at the secret level that addresses the UAP issue and what may or may not be discussed publicly. Happy to get it to you if you see the need. Any questions, feel free to call me. Regards, Joe Gradisher. The Navy considers the phenomena contained depicted in those 3 videos as unidentified. This is all about frequent incursions to our training ranges, UAPs. These incursions present a safety hazard to the safe flight of our aviators and the security of our operations. So far, we don't know if that's true. But anyway, that's pretty interesting. A little FOIA request action there about the DOD. All right, UFO Jesus, you ready? UFO Jesus still making the rounds. He's one of the popular ones with the Twitter UFO dumb guns. He says, David Fravor, that's the guy who flew the jet, who said he saw the Tic Tac. David Fravor explicitly states in the movie The Phenomenon that Chad Underwood's plane's radar was actively jammed by the Tic Tac object. If that happened, that should be in the 180-day unclassified report due in June. Why do people think that these type of things need to be in that 180-day disclosure bullshit? It is nothing. It isn't real. The 180 days is nothing, people. So I said, can you guys see this here? So I said, don't be so gullible. Remember what Nick Pope said? The top secret stuff probably won't be in the 180 days release. Why do people think the 180-day deadline will be disclosure? Wake up already. Disclosure won't ever happen. Nobody likes me on Twitter. That whole group, they'll never like anything I say. They made a pact. By the way, that is an intelligent response, one that's better than the ones I've seen. Jamming? Says Tara. Jamming? Let's not conflate jamming with interference caused by the Tic Tac technology. If it is creating a warp bubble, it wasn't so much jamming the radar as it was interfering with the radar reflection because of gravity lensing. I can't take it. I don't know what to do anymore. There's just no reason to keep going. There's no reason to keep going. People say things like that, and it's so ridiculous. It is. It's ridiculous. There's no reason for that kind of talk. There's no proof of it. Right? Lens? What does he say? Lens refracting? A bubble? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Woman? Whatever it was? I just don't get it. I want to do the show from back here. I know you can't see me. Can we do that for you guys? Can we do a show from back here? Let's turn on the lights. Hey everybody, I'm doing the video from way back here. Why not? There's nothing I can do. I can't help you people anymore. It's over. It's over. There's no reason to continue this charade. Charade. I can't handle it. It's that type of garbage, garbled talk that makes me so mad. Well, maybe the aliens are doing this. No, they don't even say maybe. They say, oh, you know what it is. They're not jamming the radar as much as interfering with the radar because they're using a warp drive and they're turning a bubble into a balloon. Yeah. Oh, you know everything about alien technology. You can just go ahead and say all this shit and act like it's real. This is what they do. And they'll sit there and they'll be like, yep, that's it. That's exactly what it is. You're right, Mikey. You're right, Jezza G. You're right, Jerrietta. You're right, Geriatric. You're right, Lucifer. You've always been right there, Luce. It just makes me so mad. I can't do this much longer. You know, I don't know what I'm going to do. People think the 180 days is something. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Shut up. This one comes from PJ. Patrick PJ Hughes. Screw this guy. I'm not reading that. Let's go back to another UFO. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is a good one. Ryan says, if elements within the United States government scientifically knows we're being engaged by non-human intelligence, how important is it that this knowledge spread beyond their confines to the outside world? I don't even know what he just said. I don't know. If elements, people, within the United States government scientifically knows we're being engaged by non-human intelligence aliens, how important is it that this knowledge of the aliens' presence spread beyond their confines to the outside world? How important is it that alien knowledge get to the outside world? Why do you have to repackage that question 5 different ways? Every day you ask the same freaking question, just a little differently. Like tomorrow he'll say, oh yeah, there's some factions within the government that, well, they have some scientific facts about non-human intelligent beings. How important would it be to get that out to the public, huh? I mean, it's just, you're asking the same question every day. It's extremely important to get that information out to the public, but they're not going to do it because once you give it out to the public, then they're going to try to back engineer it. And the next thing you know, we've got such power and weaponizing this stuff, you never know what they can do. They could just stick it on a drone and go blow up a whole country. We don't know what type of capability this alien technology has. It could be mind-blowing. And apparently, if aliens have this type of technology, they're probably a type 1 or definitely a type 2 civilization, which means they have the power to harness a galaxy. And if they have the power to harness a galaxy, that means that friggin' whatever you got there, the little size of a little piece of hair, can blow up an entire fucking city or country. I'm not going to back engineer element 115. Well, they already did that, Richard. Shut up! Fucking Bob Laser. That's your name, Bobby Laser. Well, it is kind of interesting. Shut off. Danny Silva. This guy's got the personality of tree bark. He says, I can't read that one. I don't even, it's stupid. Never mind. Let me go to his other one. All right. Danny Silva from Silva Record on Twitter. All these are from Twitter, this is Twitter right now. Some of these guys have serious contempt. What? Do it like Danny? I'm going to read it like Danny Silva. I can't get, the bloatedness, but just imagine I'm 70 pounds heavier. Imagine the old Rich Giordano face. Ready? Okay, here's Danny Silva. Some of these guys have serious contempt for the subject and like the attention. I'm not talking about Mick West, who makes his intentions clear. It's some of the UFO reporters and bloggers who are the worst. They try their best to tear everything down. Personality of a wood chipper. Actually, a wood chipper is pretty fun. He's talking about us. You understand that, right? He's not talking about it. He's talking about us. I don't see as that being cool, Ms. DJ. What's cool? What did I do that was cool? Danny Silva? That was like I don't even know if that was even close. It felt good, though. He's saying that we have serious contempt for the subject and just want attention. God almighty, that is such a high school tactic. How many times have you heard people say that? How many times have you heard me say, I mean, even I do it. You get drawn in. They're doing it for money. Well, he knows there's no money to be made in this field unless you're the Cousins brothers. I don't know if they made any money, but and then he says, I'm not talking about Mick West. Oh, no. Oh, Mick West isn't in this for attention. No, not at all. He's doing real science over there. He's doing not much different than what we're doing here. Just a little more intelligent talk because they're doing interviews. And you know what it's like if we can get interviews here. But anyway, we do talk about things, and we do teach stuff, and we do show the panel and listen to what other people say about UFO sightings. They don't talk about what we talk about. They talk about other stuff. They talk about things that'll never happen. And then he goes on and says, I'm not talking about Mick West, who makes his intentions clear. He says, it's some of the UFO reporters and bloggers who are the worst. They try their best to tear everything down. I don't think I tear anything down at all. And you know what? That's how scared they are. They want to live in a fantasy land. They don't want to live in reality. I'm not saying I'm always right, but I think I'm more right than I am wrong. And I know I'm definitely more right than this guy and any one of those people at the UFO dumb guns. But they'll tell you that Goofon is stupid because, we joke around a little bit. Goofon doesn't know anything, because I speak what's on my mind and they don't like it. They think I'm being, trying to make a name for myself. I think I've already done that. I've been around for 17 years. Yeah. We just started on YouTube 18 months ago. Sorry, we don't have, 400,000 subscribers yet. But let me tell you something. Goofon makes a lot of noise and is the third fastest growing channel for YouTube for UFOs in the world that I know of. I really think that's true. And then you know who's right behind us? Dark Hour Paranormal. If not, he's been even with us. It's kind of weird. It's kind of cool. But we're not trying to tear everything down. I know that's such a... Do you ever hear me talk about them the way they're talking about me? No. I'm always responding to them. I come across this stuff all the time. They watch the show like every day. There's always somebody commenting over there about what we do. And they don't like what we do. They don't think we're good enough, serious enough. And that brings me to the announcement I wanted to make. So I am going to take the show in a slightly different direction, not a major change at all. But I think I want to do 2 interviews a week, minimum, 2 to 3 interviews a week. I just lost my pen. I think it'll be a good change up. And I'm not just talking about the general public. I'm talking about getting people in the know on the show. Like we had Jeremy on. Having Jeremy on the show the other day, it opened my eyes to things that I want for Goofon. I want that kind of talk. I want that kind of interview. I want somebody who could bring it. I want somebody who can show us and teach us things. I learned some things from him about that place, Battelle, the secret of all secrets of ufology. I believe it started with that company back with Roswell. So I want to get more interviews. I want to talk about more serious stuff. We'll still do, these type of shows and whatnot, of course. We're going to split it down the middle, I think. I really am. I really want to do it. I love doing interviews. Love it. And you know why I don't? You know why I don't? Because I'm lazy. I really am. But those days are a thing of the past. So, with that being said, it's not going to happen immediately. But when I get in Florida, that's when things will vamp up. So we're going to start getting people ready for the interviews when I get to Florida. It's going to be awesome. Mid-May. So we got a little bit of time. Hey, don't forget, midnight tonight. It's daylight savings. So nothing happens for you other than changing your clocks. Because I don't change the clocks here, I start at 8 o'clock in my time zone, which is the last day to be in Mountain Time Zone. I will now be switching to the Pacific Time Zone. Well, I don't switch, but everybody else does. So it puts Arizona into the Pacific Time Zone, which means I have to change the start time of my show to 7 p.m. my time. So I'll be done at 9 instead of 10, which, by the way, is fantastic. Now, another announcement to make about the show. This is going to happen, and I'm going to do a few test shows this week. Maybe just one, maybe two. I'm going to be doing the show 2 or 3 hours earlier in the day, because I'm moving to the East Coast time zone. So I don't want to be up till 1 a.m. doing a show. I want to be done by 9, 10 o'clock. Same time I get done now. So I am going to start the show a little bit earlier. So I'll be starting at, let's say, 7 p.m. Eastern, which will be 4 p.m. Pacific. Maybe 8 o'clock Eastern. I don't know yet, but we're going to do a couple of test shows for an hour this week. I want to see how it responds in the middle of the day, later in the day, because this is going to be the full-time job. When I get to Florida, I'm still going to have to work, just a part-time job, but that's fine. 4 hours a day, I don't give a shit. I only have to work 3 days a week. Big deal. So, yeah, we're going to give it a try. So and even though I'm doing the show during the day, I'm only doing it for an hour. And then we'll do the show at the regular time at night for about 90 minutes. I'm not going to go crazy, but I'll have energy. No problem for me. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know in case you see the show up in the middle of the day. I'm not doing it tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to my folks. We're going to celebrate our birthdays, me and my ma, and because they were out of town. So Monday, you'll probably see me on in midday. And not midday, like in later in the afternoon. I don't know. But I also want to see if how it does during the day too. No, it's a good idea. We got to try things, right? All right. One more from Danny Silva. Oh my God. This is weird. I'm not even going to read it. No. Okay. Here's one. This comes from Lake. That's the person's name, Lake. Says, I've had sleep paralysis for several years and am used to it, but a few nights ago I had a categorically different experience with some things or things standing over me. I took away they're here anytime they want. Never had that out of dozens of sleep paralysis episodes. Some very intense. So he had this person claims they've been having sleep paralysis episodes for years. And now, all of a sudden, a few nights ago, they had a categorically different experience. Bullshit. I can tell you, not even listening to them, seeing them, looking at their body language, this is a bold-faced lie. Anytime they try to give it more than what it really is, categorically, stop it. You just had a different experience. You didn't have it categorically. You're trying to make us feel like this is really important when it was nothing. It's a lie. It's a sham. It's a scam. People who have sleep paralysis see people all the time. Never had that out of the dozens of sleep paralysis episodes. It must be something new. Anyway, that's that. Let's get it. I'm done. I'm done. That's it. Thanks, moderators. Thank you, super chatters. Thank you for hanging out, giving us your support here at GoofOn and your time. Very generous of you. And thank you to the newcomers and veterans alike. Oh, that 1 minute you just gave a chance to GoofOn makes us feel real good. Hope you had fun. Hope you come back. We'll be back Monday live, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on YouTube. Third Phase UFO Report got something coming out. Most of you have seen it. It's just now going to Third Phase UFO Report. And if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend. We'll play a little bit of music tonight for you guys, just hanging out on GoofOn. This is GoofOn After Hours. I am your DJ for this evening. If you are leaving, you may be missing out on some interesting things. Hang tight. Who is it? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man.
I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll
Brandon.
pull out your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
That is what you did.
Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of the Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third Phase of the Moon. Third Phase of the Moon.
Ten, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Unidentified flying object.
Third phase of moon. We have an unidentified object. Transmission completed. We have an unidentified object. We have an unidentified object. Object confirmed. We have an unidentified object. We have an unidentified object. Object confirmed. Object confirmed. Transmission completed. We have an unidentified object. Third phase of moon.
Third phase of moon.
Third phase
Of moon.
third phase
Of moon.
third phase
of moon.
third phase.
Control, this is Flight. We're tracking 3 fast-moving objects, origin unknown. Control, this is Flight. We're tracking 3 fast-moving objects, origin unknown.
can you hear me? Flight, can you hear me?
Flight,